Millions of people are losing benefits to the tune of hundreds of millions or maybe even billions of dollars starting today. We'll go over that. And the Social Security debate that takes a back seat to Biden's new, quote, Medicare cuts. What's being proposed? I'll give you the details on that. And the Social Security update, first of double direct payments worth $914 that start arriving today. Yeah, I'll give you all the details of that in this video. This will be a good one. You're going to want to watch this video all the way through. Thank you so much for liking these videos. And if you're new here, make sure to click the subscribe button down below, then the bell icon so you don't miss out on any new videos. It's completely free to do so. And let's jump right in. Here we go. Okay, first up, the SNAP cuts that end today. That's right. Could lead to, quote, a hunger cliff, experts fear. Yeah, this is for tens of millions of Americans. Yeah, this is not a good one. Not a good one. That's right. A pandemic-related boost in the SNAP program, also known as food stamps, will be cut in every state on March 1st. Well, or at least the states that still had it running, which was, well, dozens of them. It will end on March 1st, meaning millions of Americans are faced with figuring out new ways to put food on the table. Yeah, for example, for Natalie Sharp, a 35-year-old part-time Pilates instructor, and her partner, that means stocking up on non-perishable food like dry beans, pasta, and canned tomato, as well as visiting food pantries near their home in Pittsfield, Massachusetts. Quote, we have access to local food pantries and aren't afraid or ashamed to use them. But getting over the hump of us both being largely unemployed during the pandemic will be tougher without the extra $95 a month. Yeah. While a slash food budget will be a burden for them, out of the country's 42 million SNAP food stamp recipients, she considers herself one of the lucky ones. Yeah. Navigating a post-pandemic or still pandemic SNAP benefits might be more of a struggle for others like the elderly and the chronically ill, especially now that food prices have ballooned by 10% since last year, according to the Department of Agriculture. These cut-in SNAP funds will have a harsh economic consequences to them as well. A lot of people don't realize this, advocates warn. Every $1 in SNAP benefits distributed during an economic downturn also generates between $1.50 and $1.80 in economic activity, for the states, cities, and country as well. So that's an unanticipated economic consequence that a lot of people haven't thought about. According to the Food Research and Action Center, a Washington, D.C. based anti-hunger nonprofit. This is because Congress passed a bill in 2020 that temporarily boosted SNAP benefits to help low-income people manage the hardships of the pandemic, and it was extended by former President Donald Trump and Biden all the way up until Congress declared that they no longer wanted to spend the money, and it ended here at the end of February and March 1st. As a result, every SNAP household received at least an extra $95 in benefits for at least the states that participated in it and extended the benefits up until your state that did it. The average SNAP household would lose $90 in benefits by March and be reduced to a meager $6 per day per person, according to a spokesperson from the USDA. People are saying, quote, it's just not enough. Yeah, so this is a problem. So now SNAP benefits will go back to the pre-pandemic levels, which have been raised here before. Current President Biden actually raised them by 25%, I think that was last year, which was the largest raise ever in SNAP history. That was a permanent raise, but that was the pre-pandemic levels. So, um, but remember that $95 bonus for families or more is now going away because that was a temporary pandemic bonus. Yeah. Also, if you didn't see my video about Medicaid ending for up to 18 million people because of the pandemic ending, at least by congressional standards, I'll link you to that video here next. You can watch that as well. Yeah, I want to give you the details here on this in case you see this, or at least so you know about this. Social Security debate taking a back seat to Biden's new Medicare cuts, in quotes, which is not what it seems. But I want to give you the details on this. Here's what's being proposed. The current political tug of war over Social Security has now extended into Medicare. And the reason for this is if you watched my previous video, with that Republican lawmaker who's on the House floor who gives the details about the Social Security and Medicare Trust Fund. Believe it or not, it's actually Medicare and the rising costs of Medicare that is actually depleting the Social Security and Medicare Trust Fund a lot more than Social Security. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link you to that video here in a few minutes at the end of this video. It's a very good video. You should watch it because it actually really helps you understand why Social Security and Medicare are running out of money. And Congress, or the CBO says, the Congressional Budget Office says, in as early as 9 years. So if you want to understand that, it's a very, very good video. It'd be worth your time to take, I think it's like 20 minutes, or if you take 15 or 20 minutes to watch it, it'll really help you understand why Social Security and Medicare are running out of money. It's like the best thing you can watch. But Social Security and Medicare are now being debated because they have to fix it or else it's going to run out of money. They're going to have to make some adjustments to it. Okay. Lobbyists are taking aim at Biden administration's plan to rein in Medicare Advantage plans. Somebody's going to have to make adjustments or else it's going to run out of money. Okay. At issue are a pair of new initiatives by the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services to reduce overpayments to Advantage plans and increase the program's oversight. As previously reported by Go Banking Rate, federal audits released late last year found widespread overcharges and other payment errors involving Medicare Advantage plans. Some plans, basically the health insurance companies and stuff like that, overbilled the U.S. government by an average of more than $1,000 per patient per year. So think about this. Think about what is going on here. The administration's aim to cut down on the Medicare Advantage overpayments and more closely monitor the program has the support of both bipartisan watchdog groups and economists. The Roll Call legislative news site reported last week. But some Republicans have framed the new rules as cuts to Medicare, as basically political slander. This happens. Both sides do this. It happens, right? Something President Joe Biden has said he will not do amid recent debates over the solvency of the program. As with Social Security, Medicare trust funds faces depletion within the next decade, leading to the debt ceiling debates on whether to cut funding. Although Biden has insisted he won't do that, opponents of the new CMS proposals are calling them cuts because of their potential impact on Medicare beneficiaries, when basically the healthcare companies are overbilling the patients by thousands of dollars. Saying, quote, Joe Biden is trying to gut Medicare benefits. Seniors can't trust Democrats to protect Medicare, says the National Republican Senatorial Committee spokesman Philip Letsu in a recent statement. His comment was in reference to February 15th analysis from healthcare consultant Avalere Health, claiming that the recent Medicare Advantage changes could lead to higher premiums and fewer benefits. What? Because we don't want to let these healthcare companies overbill the patients by thousands of dollars? So if we actually regulate them and say, oh, you can't overbill by thousands of dollars per patient, which is millions of dollars, or actually maybe even billions of dollars in the course of the scheme of the whole program, that they may have to bill more because they're not allowed to get away with scamming people or scamming the government. So just think about this. Think about it's almost blackmail of what these healthcare companies are saying. That if they're not allowed to overbill, they may have to raise premiums on people because they wouldn't be raking in all this money from overbilling. Just it's absolutely insanity what goes on in our country. But at least you get to hear it from me so we know the problems. We just have to fix them, right? Yeah. Yeah. Also, Social Security update. First of double direct payments worth $914 arriving today for some people. I know some people are excited about this, and other people, if you've watched my channel, you know about this because a lot of people get all geeked about this and all excited about this. But if you're seeing these headlines, I like to explain this to you so you know the details because, again, that's what I do. I explain things for you and show you guys the stuff here in black and white so you can understand them. Supplemental Security income beneficiaries are hours away from the first of two payments in March due to a scheduling quirk, with each payment worth $914 each. $914 each, so that's a total of $1,828. The first payment will be sent out to eligible recipients on March 1st. March 1st, with the next of the monthly checks being delivered on March 31st for those same individuals and couples. So this is where it comes with the two checks being delivered in March. Yeah, so as you can see there. Yeah. The Social Security Administration issues monthly SSI checks the business day prior to the months that begin on a weekend or holiday to ensure recipients have the check by the first of the month per the agency, Social Security. This results in recipients receiving two checks in the same calendar month a few times per year. However, beneficiaries still receive a total of the 12 checks per year. So, for example, here on this March 31st, you're just receiving your April 1st check a day early. So it's not an April Fool's joke. You're just receiving your April check a day early. In this case, if you're one of these people receiving this check. As you can see here, the Supplemental Security Income Payment, SSI payment for April 2023 will be delivered on Friday, March 31st because April 1st, April Fool's, falls on a Sunday this year. So it's not an April Fool's joke. It's just being delivered, your check, a day early, which makes the two checks come in March. So, as always, I'm the source of truth here on this YouTube channel. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on any news or any updates. I'll keep you up to date here. And if you appreciate these updates, don't forget to hit the like button for us and share these videos with anybody that needs to hear this information. Here's some videos you can watch next. Here's a video of the congressman on the House floor explaining why Social Security and Medicare is running out of money. Very good video here on that. And here's the video about Medicaid and 18 million people that are going to be losing Medicaid. Also, it includes details on a potential bump to Social Security. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.